Cheating has plagued sports since its inception, casting shadows over iconic moments and shattering the trust of fans worldwide. From calculated deceptions to shocking betrayals, these infamous scandals remind us that even the greatest champions can fall from grace when integrity is compromised. Join us as we uncover the top 10 most notorious cheating scandals in sports history. Events that not only tainted legacies, but also reshaped the very foundations of fair play in the world of competition. Number 10. Luis Resto's tampered gloves. In 1983, Puerto Rican boxer Luis Resto fought against undefeated prospect Billy Collins Jr. at Madison Square Garden in what was supposed to be an exciting bout. Instead, it became one of the darkest moments in boxing. Resto's trainer, Panama Lewis, had secretly removed padding from his gloves and soaked his hand wraps in plaster of Paris. The outcome was devastating. Resto landed excruciatingly hard punches, severely damaging Collins. Collins suffered a torn iris, permanent blurred vision, and was forced to end his promising career. After the fight, Collins noticed something off with Resto's gloves, which led to an investigation. Both Resto and Lewis were banned from boxing and served prison time. Tragically, Collins' life spiraled downward, and he died in a car accident the following year, with many believing it was a suicide due to his despair over the career-ending injuries. Number 9. Tonya Harding and the Nancy Kerrigan attack. The world of figure skating was stunned in 1994 when Nancy Kerrigan, a top U.S. skater, was attacked just before the national championships. An assailant struck her knee with a baton, leaving her in pain and temporarily sidelining her. Investigations later revealed that the attacker, Shane Stant, had been hired by Tonya Harding's ex-husband, Jeff Gillooly, and her bodyguard, Sean Eckhart. They believed sidelining Kerrigan would boost Harding's chance of making the Olympic team. Harding publicly denied involvement, but later admitted she was aware of the plan, facing immense backlash. Although Harding was allowed to compete in the Olympics, she performed poorly and was later banned for life by the U.S. Figure Skating Association, ending her career in disgrace. Number 8. Spain's Paralympic basketball scandal. In the 2000 Paralympic Games in Sydney, Spain's intellectually disabled basketball team clinched the gold medal after dominating the competition. However, controversy erupted when it was discovered that 10 out of the 12 players were not disabled. An undercover journalist on the team revealed the deception, prompting investigations by the International Paralympic Committee. Spain's Paralympic Committee admitted that they had intentionally bypassed disability tests to field a stronger team, hoping for victory and the sponsorship benefits that came with it. Following this scandal, the IPC banned intellectually disabled basketball for the next Paralympic Games, and stricter measures were introduced to ensure fair competition in future events. Number 7. Baseball's steroid era. From the late 1980s to the early 2000s, Major League Baseball experienced an era of rampant steroid use, particularly among prominent players. Stars like Barry Bonds, Mark McGwire, Sammy Sosa, and Alex Rodriguez used performance-enhancing drugs to boost their strength and endurance, leading to broken records and record-high home runs. The 1998 home run race between McGwire and Sosa, which captivated millions, was later tainted by revelations of performance-enhancing drugs use. McGwire admitted to using steroids in 2010, and several other players faced scrutiny and suspensions. The Mitchell Report, published in 2007, officially documented performance-enhancing drugs abuse in baseball, leading to congressional hearings and a crackdown on doping. Today, the steroid era remains a controversial chapter in Major League Baseball history, with many of these players still barred from the Hall of Fame. Number 6. The Black Sox Scandal of 1919. One of the earliest and most infamous scandals in sports history involved the Chicago White Sox during the 1919 World Series. Heavily favored to win against the Cincinnati Reds, the White Sox lost in a suspicious manner that led to rumors of game fixing. It was later revealed that 8 players, including the legendary shoeless Joe Jackson, conspired with gamblers to intentionally lose the series in exchange for bribes. Known as the Black Sox Scandal, it exposed the influence of organized crime in baseball and led to sweeping changes. Commissioner Kennesaw Mountain Landis was appointed to clean up the sport, and the 8 players were banned for life. the scandal left a lasting impact on baseball, shaping its reputation and the measures to maintain the game's integrity. Number 5. Diego Maradona's Hand of God goal. In the 1986 FIFA World Cup quarterfinals, Argentine legend Diego Maradona scored 2 goals against England that have become iconic for very different reasons. The first goal, known as the Hand of God, saw Maradona use his hand to punch the ball into the net, an illegal move that went unnoticed by the referee. His second goal, a solo run through nearly the entire English defense, highlighted his incredible skill. Maradona later admitted the handball was intentional, calling it a little with the head of Maradona and a little with the hand of God. Argentina went on to win the World Cup, but the incident remains a symbol of controversy in soccer, sparking debates about fair play and officiating. Number 4. Frederick Lors's cheating in the 1904 Olympic Marathon. The 1904 Olympic Marathon in St. Louis was a chaotic race marked by dust-filled roads, harsh weather, and cheating. American runner Frederick Lors crossed the finish line first and began receiving congratulations when it was revealed he had ridden in a car for most of the race. After experiencing cramps, he accepted a ride for 11 miles, then jogged the final distance to the stadium, unaware he'd be crowned the winner. Upon learning the truth, officials quickly disqualified Lors, handing victory to the actual winner, Thomas Hicks. Lors later claimed it was a joke, but the incident remains one of the most unusual cheating episodes in Olympic history. Number 3. The Houston Astros sign-stealing scandal. The Houston Astros were celebrated as World Series champions in 2017, but 2 years later, reports surfaced that they had used a camera system to steal opponents' signs, providing batters with real-time information on incoming pitches. This elaborate scheme, which included players signaling pitches by banging on trash cans, was confirmed through an MLB investigation. Manager A.J. Hinch and general manager Jeff Lunnell were suspended and later fired, and the team was fined $5 million. The scandal stirred heated debates, with some fans calling for the Astros championship title to be vacated. Although the players avoided punishment, the scandal tarnished the team's legacy and ignited debates over technology's role in sports. Number 2. Tim Donaghy's NBA betting scandal. Former NBA referee Tim Donaghy's story reveals how gambling can jeopardize the integrity of sports. During his 13-year career, Donaghy officiated hundreds of games, but was discovered to have placed bets on games he refereed. Even worse, he reportedly made biased calls to sway the outcomes of games, benefiting from the bets placed by his associates. The FBI uncovered Donaghy's involvement in 2007, and he ultimately served 15 months in federal prison. His actions led the NBA to introduce stricter controls on referees and spark discussions on the influence of gambling in sports. Donaghy's scandal cast a shadow over NBA officiating and remains a cautionary tale about the corrupting influence of betting. Number 1. Lance Armstrong's doping program. Lance Armstrong, once celebrated as a cycling icon and cancer survivor, faced one of the most infamous doping scandals in sports history. Rumors of doping surrounded him for years, but it wasn't until the U.S. Anti-Doping Agency conducted a thorough investigation in 2012 that Armstrong's elaborate doping scheme was fully revealed. He was found guilty of using various performance-enhancing drugs and blood transfusions to boost his endurance in the Tour de France, a race he won 7 consecutive times. Stripped of all titles from 1998 onward, Armstrong was banned from competitive cycling and ordered to repay $5 million in sponsorship fees. His confession in 2013 shocked fans and revealed the dark side of competitive cycling, marking Armstrong as a symbol of betrayal and dishonesty in sports. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this deep dive into the biggest scandals in sports history, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe to our channel for more captivating stories from the world of sports. Don't forget to turn on notifications so you never miss an update. Let us know in the comments below which scandal surprised you the most, or if there's another story you'd like us to cover. Until next time, keep it fair on the field.